Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
Welcome to a brand new episode of another Shitty Opinion podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree, and let's jump right into it. This will be back-to-back episodes where we'll start with some sad news. Last week's episode, obviously, we dealt with the tragic passing of, you know, Takeoff, and now this week's episode, we'll start the episode talking about another tragic passing. He was a child when we was younger. He was child star. He was doing his thing musically, and he popped up on TV shows and other stuff around the way. But for those we're talking about Aaron Carter. He passed away a few days ago. What was it? Thursday, Friday, or
I
was it
think
Saturday? It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They said they basically, found him unresponsive in the bathtub. Obviously, no cause of death has been announced. They eventually announced that, but either way, without being announced, it's sad news. Obviously, it seems just like just hearing about him over the years and like seeing his name pop up in like news over the years seemed like he's for a famous person, he lived a troubled life and he just was going through some things. And it's just unfortunate, at age of 34, his life was cut short.
I, I don't like they don't have a cause of death, which was really weird. And the fact that they found him in the bathtub unresponsive, that was weird too. Um,
Well, I don't know. They revealed details if like the bathtub was full of water or not. I don't think details like that have been revealed yet. So like I'm not gonna lie, when that detail was revealed, the one situation I thought of was when Whitney Houston passed away. Cause they found her in the bathtub as well. But like I said, anything would be just speculation. No details have been revealed because we don't know what was like the status. Like again, they didn't reveal if it was a bathtub, water, or anything. It's just anything right now would be speculation. But eventually they'll put out information and people will know how. But it's either way, it's still sad and tragic. So it's unfortunate. Someone 34 and just like he lived a troubled life. Condolences to his loved ones and for those who care for him and his fans. Sad, unfortunate news. Uh, we're going to keep it music. We're going to transition. Drake and 21 dropped their joint project. Her loss, and it seems to be stirring the pot. Drake was talking his shit and got a lot of people like feeling type of way. Drake's talking his shit. He's on top of the rap game. Yeah, he is the hottest rapper at this point. He's been that for like a few years now, but he's really talking his shit and he got people in their feeling. What's your overall thoughts? So don't one thing I would say is I know one of the main lines people over like I'm not gonna say overreact. Well, I still think they overreacted with the Meg the Stallion line. I feel like that I when I first heard the line, I heard it a different way. I don't think he said shot. I heard shots, meaning like ass shots. Meaning like, she lied about getting ass shots, but she's still a stallion. That's how I took the line. I don't know. Everyone more took it like he was shading Meg and basically saying she lied about getting shot. But that's how I looked at it. But I looked at it him talking about women lying about getting ass shot. But I guess this is with the situation that current like took place. It's like he could be talking about either or he could be talking about both. So it's just like something for you to speculate. That's how I took it at first. When you heard them lines or any other lines that's been in discussion, what was your initial thought?
I don't know. Have you heard the project?
I only heard like a few things and I didn't hear the full project, not yet.
I didn't like it.
Oh, you heard the full project?
Yeah, I thought that's what we were supposed to do.
Oh. I was gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna add that and be like, yo, we should review it or whatnot. But
Nah, I'm good. We don't have to review it.
I was like, more. Let's just cover all the supposed controversial topics.
Because my problem with you is if I say it's whack, I automatically a hater. So
things could be whack. What? Tell me.
Whenever I say something's whack, yes, yes, I got beef with Johnny today, guys.
Okay.
But whenever I feel.
Quick question: we never agreed on something being whack together. Like we both thought something was not as good.
Not when you a fan of them.
That goes both ways, because literally
that doesn't go both ways. Yeah. That's not true, John.
Yes, it does. Because if I mention a certain someone and certain acting skills, you'll scare me.
That's not true, John.
But
whose acting skills are we talking? Wait, who are we talking about?
You really don't know. There's only one person I can talk about.
You said acting skills.
Yes. Think who you think is
Wait, I'm gonna be
everything. Just think who's the best at everything to you.
Oh, you mean I'm thinking you talking about acting. I'm like, we never really discussed acting on this pod. You talking about Beyonce, you asshole. Because Beyonce's untouchable. She's just 360. She's just a 360 artist. And you be hating off of Beyonce. You really do. You really do be hating off.
You're doing it. What you said I'm doing, you're doing it now.
But you do it with more people. So you do it with like Kanye. You do it with 50. Anytime somebody mentions, I don't know if you're gonna do it with Drake. So I'd rather not review it. It sucks. It wasn't good to me. I mean,
time out. We both remember we both we reviewed didn't we do Donda? Reviewed Donda and
yeah, and you liked it. You liked it, Donda. I didn't.
Not Scorpion. I said Scorpion. CLB. I said Scorpion. Said the wrong album. Certified Lover Boy.
You liked it. You said you liked it.
I said I liked a few songs. I didn't really like Certified Lover Boy.
Okay, well, I guess we'll.
But I thought Donda was better. That was the conversation. I thought Donda was better.
I'm just saying, I'm scared to review music with you because our music reviews are different. But I personally
different taste when it comes to music, yeah.
Right, but I personally didn't like it, and
I'll listen to the project. I don't know. Drake, at the end of the day, Drake is right. He is the biggest rapper. You know what I'm trying to say? He is the biggest rapper on the planet. But I'll listen to the project and I'll give you like a more more in-depth review of it. I only heard like a few songs, but you said you didn't like the project. It's your opinion. Like,
I didn't.
I'm not defending it because I didn't hear the whole project, so I can't say it's good or bad because I didn't listen to the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. So you feel like it wasn't good, I'm gonna take your word for it till I, listen to it and then review it myself and come up with like, maybe it wasn't all that, or maybe Bree's tripping, or nah, this shit worse than what Bree said. That's what I'm saying. I haven't gave it the time yet to actually go in and discuss that. I was just like, I was like, we're just gonna discuss all the stuff that I know people can talk about.
I just feel like all rappers say shit and they do shit. So what's the difference between Drake? All rappers say and mimic and talk about recent shit or shit that they notice or shit that they see. I don't know. Like I don't even like Megan.
I'm saying I think it's certain topics and that's certain topics and him being where he's at on top of the game is just it's like okay. You know what I'm trying to
I
say?
don't care. I don't like Megan.
Yeah, that's true, but what I'm saying is like certain topics put you in a certain light. So it's like like an upcoming rapper. If upcoming rapper was to say like certain lines that Drake said, it would be looked at that upcoming rapper is looking like, oh, he's trying to stir up attention. You know what I'm trying to say? Drake is someone that doesn't really need that because Drake could just drop whenever and everyone's gonna flock to it because it's Drake. That's what I'm saying. So if it was like somebody like on a lower tier, it was like, oh, he's that such a person's clout chasing or this and that because they're on a lower tier. Drake's on a much higher tier, so he's talking shit. So it's like, oh, okay, they got Drake talking shit. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's just a little bit different.
I think he's talking shit. I just think he knows what gimmicks are, just like Kanye. And
sure all the ones on the top know how to maneuver and say certain shit to add to it. They know the game. They've been in it for a while. And them making it to the top, they know how shit works. So I wouldn't put it past them. Honestly, I know he had the one line where people assumed that he was talking about Ye, and then Ye responded and said he still loves Drake. But it is. Drake's talking to shit on the album. From the lines I've seen and the couple of songs I've heard. But hey, you say you wasn't a big fan of it. I'm gonna listen to it from start to finish, and I'll be able to post no not I don't know if we're gonna continue the discussion, but I'll be able to give you more insight on a review. But with that being said, we're gonna keep it somewhat music. So I just started off the episode talking about how we started last week's episode with tragic news, but how is it like these accidents continue to happen with certain certain companies and certain stuff like certain social media? So E News when they were saying Takeoff passed off, I said Takeoff passed off. Takeoff passed away. They posted a picture of Offset. Wow, right, and like it's like as the thumbnail to the article. Like, how do you confuse the Migos?
I get it. I get people getting upset about that. When I saw it, because I saw a video. When I saw it, yeah, it's aggravating, but it's also they in a group, so it can get confusing, and so as long as they corrected it and they made it right, I don't see what's the problem here. I get it. Not all Black people look the same, but because they family, they do favor each other. Yeah.
I think he favors more of Quavo, a little more, but they are all family. But still, either way, it's still kind of. I understand what you're saying. It's nothing wrong. Like there's human error, but there's been countless different other events where something like this happened. Where specific, like what I'm trying to say, like companies and whatnot. Go to
But it could be a mistake, John. Like y'all be acting like people can't make mistakes.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like you can make a mistake, but after like a few is like, is it still a mistake or what's going on? You know what I'm trying to say?
They only did it. They only did it one time.
If I go down the list of every time someone posted the wrong person for the said article that it's supposed to be talking about, I'm pretty sure I could get over 10 instances that it happened.
You probably can, John, but again,
that's I don't know, man. I don't know how you. I'm just saying, like, I don't know how you screw that up. Because it's not. It's like not every instance was like a artist passing away, but it was like they talking about one artist and they post another artist as that artist was the artist they was talking about, and they're not the same person.
Now, my question is, are they posting the name wrong and the picture, or are they just posting the picture wrong?
And the specific one we're talking about, they posted the picture wrong.
Okay, well then, that can happen. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you why. You grabbing the picture, the name could be right. You just grabbing the wrong picture.
Come on, it's a little wild. Tad bit, just tad bit wild, just tad bit wild.
I make mistakes every day, and I work at the medical field. Well, I shouldn't say that. I take that back.
Don't say hello.
Right. Next time.
I take that back. Johnny, cut that out because
I got you. I got you. Don't worry, I cut that.
I took that so hard at you too. No, but I get.
Listen, it's life. People make mistakes. I agree with you, but I just feel like sometimes certain mistakes are under the guise.
So, is it more of a mistake if they passed, or is it more of a mistake if they're alive? So let's say if it's two alive people, right, and they mix them up. Would you feel upset at the mistake, or is it more because one is passed and one is alive?
Honestly, in the conversation, I want to be. I think the one being alive and one passing is a little. I say it's a little more disrespectful because one's passed and one's alive, but it still kind of it still is disrespectful, and it's like, say I write a scathing article about a certain rapper, and then I'm going in on a certain rapper, and then I post another rapper, and it's not the same rapper. It's like, okay. I'm saying you could make a mistake. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't think it's a mistake every time. But people make mistakes. You know, in life, people make mistakes. And speaking of mistakes, as we transition, two men who were wrongly accused of killing Malcolm X that served almost 30-something, 40 years in prison for the assassination of Malcolm X. So they was proven to be innocent. The state of New York City has agreed to pay them $26 million for the wrongful conviction, and the state of New York is going to give them an extra 10 for both men. So I guess both men will split $36 million now, but they spent almost like 40, about at least 40 years. They spent at least 40 years in prison for something that they did not do. Who think that's justly
26 million does not get those people back their lives. I hate when we justify a wrongful conviction with money.
I'm just asking, you know.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about New York, or I'm talking about people just in general, the government. When you wrongfully convict these people, then now you wanna give them money like that's supposed to make up for time. Not only does it not make up for time, Johnny, but mentally it takes a toll on their mental health. They're mentally damaged. You get what I'm saying to you? So 26 million doesn't get back for that mental damage, for the time they were in jail. It doesn't get back to any of that. Fuck the 20s. I mean, yeah, it gives you a life coming out here, but it doesn't really give time. It doesn't give you time for that that time you spent in there. Like, it doesn't make up for that. It doesn't make up for that mental health or mental issues you get or that PTSD you get out when you get out of there. That shit
one of them passed away in prison in 2009. The other is free, and he's 84 years old. But
he can't do shit with that 26 million.
That's crazy. That's just very unfortunate, you know, to be wrongfully convicted and then do almost like 40, 50 years. One of them actually died in prison, so he died basically an innocent man in prison, even though they cleared his name of wrongdoing. But when he passed.
That reminds me of that movie with Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan, where Michael B. Jordan is a lawyer and he gets Jamie Foxx out. It's based on a true story, and then what I'm talking about? And then he ends up committing suicide anyway once he's out because it was just too much for him. You never seen that movie?
I've heard of the movie, but I ain't see it.
Oh, hell no. You about to get your black car revoked.
Oh, a lot of
It
movies.
was free. It was free
No, it's
during
funny.
COVID. They was
You know, it's funny, Bree. You told me about this movie. I remember you telling me about this movie
right.
during one of the older episodes. I'll
Right, because it was free during COVID. It was on HBO. They put it on HBO for free because it had just came out. And because during that time, that's when George Floyd died and stuff like that. So they were like supporting the black people, black community and stuff. And so they put it on for free. And you were supposed to watch it when it came out for free. Like, what's wrong with you? But
so if you tell me the name, you write in the group chat the name of the movie, I'll find it. Probably still on HBO Max now.
But I'm saying, watching that movie, you realize
whatever it came out on, whatever platform it came on.
I don't know, but I remember watching that movie. You realize, like, when black men come out of, because he was wrongfully charged as well and convicted, and they had like threatened his family or whatever. But when he came out of jail, he was there for so long that it like fucked with his whole mental state, and he ended up killing himself. And he was out of jail. So I can imagine, like,
it reminds me of another situation that's kind of similar to it. Like, you're telling me about that situation in the movie, but the Khalif Bowder situation. I'm probably messing up his last name, but he was the kid that got arrested for stealing a backpack. He never stole a backpack. He did like 2-3 years, maybe 4. He did like a few years in Rikers Island, and then he finally got freed. And unfortunately, like, he never really, because it was a traumatic experience for him in Rikers Island. So he went through some stuff. So when he finally was freed, he was living his life, but he ultimately ended up taking his own life after the fact. I watched the documentary. I think Jay-Z executive produced the documentary. I think it came out on Netflix a few years back. But that's just what you're saying. That just reminds me of that situation.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, 26 million is nice, but I don't think it really does anything for their mental state and their mental health. So,
yeah, now I feel you. And plus, like, he spent majority of his life in prison. He's 84 years old. I guess he could do a living with whatever time he has left. But it's like, damn, he really took a majority of his time.
right.
It's just, very, very unfortunate. But as long as, some innocent man got their name cleared, that's in the, like, at least they got that, It was a fucked up situation for them to be put in prison for something they didn't do, but at least they got their names cleared, and it sucks, but I don't know. I guess that's the only positive thing I could think of in this fucked up situation is, like, they finally got their names cleared, and they don't gotta have that attached to their name because Malcolm was a big activist, and I'm pretty sure many people would hate it, all parties involved in his assassination. So that's something that they don't have to live with anymore, and that's like lifted off their shoulders. But it's just very unfortunate. Fuck up on the state and the city, and for the one that's still alive, I wish him the best.
Right.
Wish him the best, and with the time he has, hopefully he enjoys it and does what he wants.
Hopefully.
Now we are going to transition 50's collaboration with now we transition to 50's collaborative project with Van Lathan, hip hop homicide, where they're gonna sit back, break down basically like hip hop, like rappers who were murdered, and they're gonna break down and stuff like that. The first episode premiered on WeTV. Watched the first episode. The first episode they covered Pop Smoke's, tragic passing Pop Smoke. He interviewed Pop Smoke's best friend, He interviewed Fabio Foreign. He interviewed Van Lathan interviewed Pop Smoke, best friend, Pop Smoke's mother, Fabio Foreign, and he also interviewed a woman who actually was there the night those events occurred. Um, it was a pretty dope show. Even though and 50 showed a 50 showed an appearance on the first episode. I don't know if he's gonna be on every episode, but it was a nice, cool, cool show. It's like they want to the point of the show is to obviously people look at rappers a certain way, and then when they pass, they still look at the rappers a certain way. Is to put like a more positive spin on these rappers that who tragically pass, like just more not positive spin, but just a more positive light, like then there's a show like to basically humanize. That was a word that was used a lot in the episode was to just humanize more of the rappers that passed away. It was a dope first episode, dope premiere. You're already, I would say check it out, but you're already not a fan of 50 and his shows. But this is a different element to it because it's more about like real life stuff. It's not like a scripted drama and stuff like that. Just him talking about,
It just sounds like the true crime that MTV has now.
MTV got true crimes as well.
They have like where they do they interview the family and stuff of crimes that just happened. So like you remember the Kanika Jenkins story that happened with the girl in the hotel?
Mm-hmm. The mystery that has not been solved yet, but yeah.
Right. They do things like that. They talk about death that's in for the Black communities or the white communities. They just talk about recent deaths and they talk to the parents and the people that are family members of them. So it's the same shit.
A lot of these true crimes is similar in nature,
Yeah, but it just sounds it. I watched a clip of it and it just feels like everything else that's out there. So it's not really calling my name. I'm a true crime fanatic. I love true crime, but I just don't think it's calling my name right now.
I feel you.
Just because there's so many things out there like that. So it's like, okay.
But this one's a little more music oriented,
Yeah, I guess.
I watched the first episode. The first episode was good,
I just don't see it being beneficial to me. Like, I like true crime stuff,
Yeah.
I like where I could play lawyer and shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying what you're saying.
But I'm not saying it's a bad show. The clip that I saw was like 15 minutes long. It's not a bad show. It doesn't seem like a bad show. Listen, as long as 50 Cent don't have actors and they all acting and shit in it, I'm okay. But again, I don't know. Anything with 50 name on it, I just feel like it's a gimmick.
Listen, you're entitled.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I only watched the first episode. It could go downhill or it could go up. I don't know. I only watched the first episode.
Again, I feel like it's already been made, and so why do we need 50 Cent to do it?
No, it kind of makes sense. He's in the film, and now you partner up with him. You're talking about music. Why not 50? But it is. We're going to transition to a comment that sparked debate last week. It kind of came out. It depends how you take it, but it came out in the wake of the passing of Takeoff. But Lakieth Stanfield posted on Instagram and basically says you can't support gangster rap and be pro-black, and that was something that stirred up a conversation because I'm pretty sure there's people that actually agree with what he's saying, and then there's people that listen to music, understand what he's saying, or feel that they are that, even though they still listen to the music they listen to. What's your overall thoughts on his statement?
What's gangster rap? You know, when I think of gangster rap, I think gangster rap is basically their life stories, their I don't think of like I personally don't think of gangster rap as glorifying guns. If if that's what you was brought up in and that's what the environment that you were raised in, why can't we talk about the environment that we was brought up in and raised in? The environment that surrounded our lives, majority of our lives. Why is it that it's considered to be the problem when rock and roll people sing about death and all that stuff? Do we blame it? Do we blame these kids shooting the schools and all this other stuff on that? Do we stopped blaming video games, right? So we stopped at first it was video games, now it's gangsta rap, but video games is still the number one thing kids listen to. Do we go back to blaming that for the school shootings? Like you can't blame what you listen to. That robbing somebody just I don't or
Well,
killing someone doesn't.
I agree with what you're saying, but some of what you consume does influence certain decisions that people make. You know what I'm trying to say? Not to fully blame music, video games, or stuff like that, but sometimes people consume certain stuff, and that's what ends up influencing them. So it's like we could be like, I ain't that some shit, but if someone listened to a certain song and went and did some shit because such and such listened to that song, obviously people are gonna be like, but that's him. But certain shit that we consume influence us and influence the decisions that we make. I'm not saying it's fully responsible. There's obviously with a lot of stuff that we consume, there's like some flaws in what we consume. There's some things that should be fixed in what we consume, but you can't solely blame. I think it plays a part, but I still think there's other factors in the environment that are much critical and more crucial to the overall problem than music. But I understand the point of view, though. I understand that point of view because it's like if you really break it down and listen to certain shit, you're gonna hear a lot of bullshit. And after a while, it may not influence this person, but the next person may be influenced to go do some shit. And but as I'm saying, there's a lot of bullshit that we do here, but it's just overall we do consume a lot of shit that we shouldn't be consuming. But I think that there's a lot in the environment and other stuff, that are very crucial and critical. But stuff like this does kind of play a role, if you like it or not. Like, I'm not saying they get the full blame, but there's certain shit that is like, you can see why. If someone just listens to that same type of music all day and they're already dealing with whatever they're dealing with, or already like I'm trying to say, already just feeling how they feel, and they just listen to certain shit, it might trigger something. Not that I don't fully blame music because, again, you said this is people that grew up in certain environments and they're just telling their stories of what they. I think it's more. I think his statement is more towards like the people that just really just. I don't know. His overall, his statement is just straight to the music, but that specific genre of music. But like I said, it kind of gangster rap kind of evolved over the years. So it's like it's not really the gangster rap has evolved. It's more like it went from gangster rap to the drill rap. I don't think that's like the original term of gangster rap. I don't think that kind of like when people be like listen to certain songs like, oh, that's gangster rap. Like that term has phased out because that genre of music has evolved. So it's like it's the drill music. So drill music is like the new form of gangster rap. Same thing, but it's just like that's what it is now. Because you got the gangster rap, you got trap rap, you got different variations of rap. But I think music could influence people to do certain shit, yeah. But do I think it's the sole reason? No, I don't think it's the sole reason. I think other factors play a role in it. But but again, I do agree that we need to fix what we consume because we do consume a lot of stuff that's not good for us and that doesn't help us out overall. That's just my opinion on the matter.
I just don't agree with that. I just don't think that. I think we don't say that for other type of music, but I think for us to say that, especially, I just feel like we always gotta blame it on something. We just can't blame it on people just being evil. We always gotta blame it on something. It always has to be because they listen to this, this and this and that. But we can never just say it's because there's evil people in this world, and no matter if it was all good music, no matter if there was no video games, these people will still be evil because that's just what it is. It's just evil people. And we always so quick to say it's that, it's this, is that. No, that person's just evil. They were gonna do it because it's in their blood, no matter what.
No,
unfortunately, we are so quick to put blame on other people that we forget just to say that we are not responsible for the next person. Our life choices, our the way we talk, the way we act is not responsible for the next person. And so once we start putting that, just because they listen to this particular music, I am not responsible for you going out there and killing someone, or you having guns in your house, or you being this type of person. That is not my responsibility to teach you, nor to take you away from that. That is who you are personally. And so because of that, we need to stop blaming others for that and understand that that's just not how life works. This is just who you are. Either the environment made you that way or you was born that way, but it's no other person's responsibility to make you that way. This is just who you are. Yeah. Every day you listen to a lot of gangster rap. Does that convey you to get a gun and shoot somebody, Johnny? No, because that's just not who you are as a person. So we got to stop conveying what you listen to who you are as a person.
No, I completely agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I agree with both statements. I'm just saying, like, for it to be the sole blame, I disagree with it being the sole blame, but there's still some influences that has effects. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it unfortunately, it just affects certain people certain ways. You know, not everybody reacts to certain things differently.
Okay.
But I don't think it's so to blame. But like you said, when certain shit happen, people just want to point the finger at something. You know, that's the first thing to look, point the finger at something, and try to put the shit blame on them. Then to really look at the situation and see who really deserves the blame. But when certain shit happens, everyone's pointing fingers. No one's like, "Oh shit, my bad, I fucked up. That was on me. I fucked that up." Nah, something happens. Oh, whatever needs to be the scapegoat will be the scapegoat, you know? But with that being said, we are now going to transition. So Netflix, it was spurred a little controversy, but it was a series on Netflix that, was very popular. Here's the series about the Jeffrey Dahmer. And now Netflix is continuing the show. They're adding 2 more seasons, so I'm pretty sure there'll be 2 more seasons on 2 more different serial killers. Because I guess that's the point of the show. You think good idea, bad idea, or it's just TV? Because I know there was like a little. Some people doing Netflix. Doing that show in general.
That shit just boring. Like, after the first one, okay. Like, what are we doing the second season for? What are we doing the second season? What are we doing for a third season? Like, that shit is boring.
It's supposed to be an anthology series, so it's gonna be a different person. So it won't be a continuation.
Yeah, no. Nobody
be a
gives a
whole different
fuck.
person. And
I don't like that idea. I think it's stupid. Like Netflix, you're supposed to be Netflix and chill. You keep putting these documentaries that's killing people. Who wants to
listen,
do Netflix and
you can watch
chill?
documentaries. Documentaries is very interesting, even though this is a scripted series. But documentaries, I watch a lot of documentaries.
Yeah, try to go. That's why you don't Netflix and chill, because you go try to Netflix and chill with a girl and watch a documentary or a scripted documentary. She gonna look at you like, motherfucker, what are you trying to do? That's just not. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't make sense. It just seems boring. It's whack. It's just I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
Okay. Well,
Bring something new to the table.
I never finished the first season. I got to like episode 6. I think it's like 10 episodes.
Because that shit was boring.
It was a little crazy. A lot of some crazy shit happened in that shit. But I got to like midway episode 6. I gotta finish it, but some shit. But again, it's something I've heard of, because I've watched a documentary prior to the Netflix series, so I knew who
This is boring.
it was about. But I just can only wonder who would be next. Who would they pick next? They're gonna pick somebody.
And that's the thing, because so many podcasters now are doing like these like what you call them? I'm trying to think the name. Because they're doing all these murder mysteries, there's not a lot of people watching these pods more than they're watching Netflix. And so I don't want to watch something. I don't want to hear about a death murder mystery that I just heard about on a pod and go watch a movie or a show about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't see it. Like, I don't know. Personally, me, I didn't watch the Jeffrey Dahmer because I already had heard the story on a podcast, so I wasn't really interested. And supposedly the story wasn't really, like, added shit, and then they like made it more amped and everything. So if that's what you're gonna do, I really don't want to watch it.
I don't think it was more. You did some fast.
No, they said it was amped. Like, people who were there, the lady who supposedly is the next door neighbor said that shit was fake. She was never in the same building with him. So many people have come out and say that wasn't real. That's not how it happened. That I just personally, I don't trust Netflix to give me the real, true, untold shit. So because of that, I'd rather not watch it.
Okay.
But that's just my opinion.
It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. But now we're going to transition to the list. This is
Hold on.
Here we go. Oh, shit. Special guest in the building. He's going to be the mediator for this last topic. This last topic is ASO's list, which was influenced by something that went viral last week on social media. Someone on Twitter put their 50 worst rappers of basically all time. They did a list of 50, but for ASO, we're going to keep it short and sweet, so we're going to do 20. Right. I got my list, Bree got her list, and we're going to go. I say we break it down. We'll go from 10 to 20, and then you do 10 to 20. Then I'll do from 10 to 5, 10 to 5, and then 5 to 1, 5 to 1.
Huh?
I say my first 10 from 20.
From 20 to 10.
And then she goes 20 to 10. Then I go 10 to 5. Then she goes 10 to 5. And I'll do 5 to 1. She does 5 to 1.
Got you.
That's fair?
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
All right. So, listen, shout out to all these rappers. Y'all had your little time. Pretty sure you made your money. You're living good lives. Don't hate the messenger. I had to pick. This music is subjective.
Right.
It's very subjective.
You're giving too much of a fucking explanation.
Listen, because I say you're whack, don't mean the next person thinks you're whack or whatever. Right. Someone might like you or somebody else might think you whack. But I feel like the rappers I picked, music's subjective either way. But some with the good, there's bad, It's just how it gotta be. You can't be good without the bad. So
Here we go.
part of my list, how I developed it was like, obviously, numbers play a role, successful tracks play a role. One hit wonders may get you on the list. If you can't spit a good old freestyle, that will get you on the list. If I think you can't jump on Funk Flex or anybody that does LA Leakers or something,
Right.
can't do a good freestyle, there's a good chance you're gonna make the list. So that's saying you may have the success, you may did some numbers, you may have a song that did some numbers. I'm just saying that's how I broke down my list. So to start off at 10.
I thought it was 20.
20.
I mean, oh yeah, you're right. But I'm doing my first 10. That's why I said 10. I'm doing my first 10. So start off by number 20.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 20, I put Blueface at 20.
Okay.
You almost took him off the list.
He almost didn't make your worst rappers list.
You almost didn't. I think because there still might be ones that's worse than him. Overall, it's like, but
I don't know. Blueface is definitely a top 20 worthy.
Yes.
I put him at 20. At 19, I think he's a cool guy, but I put Trinidad James, 19.
Okay.
19.
I like Trinidad.
But Trinidad only had one song.
Yeah, that one song. That's it. It was very popular in our Berkeley years. We had that one song.
And he wasn't a good, even with the one song, he wasn't good. It was just a popular song.
At 18, I put Lil B.
Bass guy, you disrespectful.
He has a good character.
Lil B is the bass guy. He's the Pack. I'm in my car.
I agree with that.
Rap group. It's another song they got. They
got
have
my on, look like sneaker. Got my
I agree with that one.
That's when he started off that rap group. But overall, like over the years, is like following him. He seemed like a cool guy and thing, but when it comes to rap, he made
Lil B got a co-following.
Yeah, he definitely does. That's something that he's beloved. At 17, I put Azealia Banks at 17.
Azealia or Azealia Banks?
Azealia Banks.
Okay, Azealia.
Why are you trying to play her for? But okay.
Azealia Banks. Okay. I ain't mad at it.
At 16, I put Mims at 16.
Mims?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to move. They had, this is why I'm hot.
I know what you're talking about.
So
Mims at 16. At 15, I put Hot Rod.
Hot Rod.
You sound G on it.
Be easy. Yeah, I remember Hot Rod.
At 15, I put Hot Rod. At 14, I put Nick Cannon.
Definitely in the top 20.
Put Nick Cannon at 14. At 13, I put Hurricane Chris.
I like Hurricane Chris.
Bye.
Hey Baby, it was a good song, but I gave y'all my breakdown of how I broke down my list. At number 12, I put Bubba Sparks.
That was our childhood. How dare you? That's disrespectful. I don't know about this list.
He had what, 1 or 2 songs? Don't disrespect to him.
Yeah, he had 2.
Yeah, it was that one and the other one. I just can't remember the other one.
No, he had that and he had that Getting Ugly with Timberland.
Right.
At number 11, I put Riff Raff.
Yes.
At number 11, I put Riff Raff.
I'm not gonna talk about it.
He was on one of those. He was on I Love New York. He was a white boy.
He started off from G's to Gents with Mr. Bentley. Wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Bentley. And then to finish my 20 to 10, I put Vanilla Ice.
Okay.
That's
nice 10.
20 to 10.
Bass guy is different, you know what I'm saying? Can't be disrespectful with the bass guy, but I understand.
I felt like that was a fair 20 to 10.
Don't look at my list.
I'm not looking at it. All right. So you're 20?
You mean my 10? My first
Your first number started at 20.
So at 20, I have Young Jock.
Okay.
Okay. Almost put him on the list. He had this little year.
Right.
At 19, I have Little Fizz. Why he laughing?
Nah, it's funny. That was a good pick. You know what I'm saying?
At 18, I have Trina.
Ooh. Oh, that's gonna get some
Okay.
pushback. Okay.
At 17, I have Young Buck.
Young Buck.
Yeah, 17. I don't think I think there's 20 worse rappers than him. I don't think he's 20 worthy, but hey, that's your opinion.
At 16, P. Diddy.
Man,
That's
she did.
understandable, but I don't look at him as a rapper, you know?
He had rappers. He had albums.
You know what I'm saying? But he's a performer. Like people write his lyrics. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like if Dev write all my rhymes and I take off and I go things,
Yeah.
you're not gonna look at me as a rapper. I'm gonna be a performer.
He's a rapper.
Diddy's trash though, but Diddy's my guy. I fucks with Diddy.
I'm not gonna lie, people done wrote some hot verses for him though.
No, they have. There's been some hot verses.
Gave some hot verses. That's all I'm gonna say.
At 15,
I heard some trash too.
Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy love the kids. Trick Daddy love the kids.
At 14, Paul Wall.
Paul Wall.
Mhm.
I ain't mad at that.
13, Future.
That might get you a little pushback too, man.
Let's go get some real push.
That's someone that's definitely done a lot of numbers. He made
done a lot of numbers, and really people got him high.
yes, he's very praised. He ain't someone that probably I don't expect him to go to like the characteristic of on my list of going to Funk Flex or one of these shits and spend the hot freestyle, but he's someone that makes a lot of good songs.
He's not lyrical. He won't be somebody that you.
He's not good. Period.
I'm not the biggest Future fan, but I just know how big of an artist.
Okay, I ain't the biggest Future fan, but I've heard some songs that I feel like is valid. But I agree. I mean, I disagree with that, but hey, I feel like there's other people that you could have filled them with that spot.
Number 12, Ice-T.
Ice-T.
Why you laughing?
Yeah, you went for an OG.
Ice-T.
And actually number 11. So let me explain this before I say the name.
Oh, so yeah, there's gonna be some fucked up name at number 11.
Because the person don't even consider themselves a rapper. So their rapping sucks. The person don't consider themselves a rapper.
Don't consider themselves a rapper. I guess it's
So,
fair game, but let's hear the name.
At 11 is Dojo Cat.
Oh my God, I couldn't put anybody else on that list.
Because she don't even consider herself a rapper. She's a pop artist. So all the rap that she does suck ass.
Doja Cat can actually rap though.
But she don't think she rap.
diverse. Then Bree try to put her in a box, man. She try to put her in a box to put in the list. She does other things. I wouldn't consider her a rapper. She's just a diverse artist.
And she can rap better than a lot of people.
But hey, that's your number 11. That's your 11.
So y'all gonna do y'all 10 to 5. I'm not mad at y'all list so far.
She didn't do 10 yet. She didn't, Doja was 11. Who's your 10?
Oh,
It was
no, you didn't. You do your 10 to 5.
I messed up. I gave my 10 to 5. I gotta give my 9 to 5.
So you want to do your 10 again, but
I'll do my 10 again. Yeah.
Y'all list hasn't been blasphemous except for the Future one might be on the blasphemous side. And in a court of public opinion, Future would never make nobody's top 20 worst list. Unless you some old school bebop, hip hop type of rapper.
What I'll say is he did make someone put him on that 50, that original tweet, that 50, he did make it. So here's my 10 to 5. I'm gonna restate my 10 because I messed up. I was supposed to do 2011, but all right, 10 to 5. 10 is Vanilla Ice.
Right.
At number 9, I had another rapper, but I'm gonna scrape him off. Y'all probably don't know him, so I'm gonna put another rapper that y'all probably do know. At my number 9, I'm gonna put Gunplay. At number 9.
Gunplay, my nigga.
At number 9.
Gunplay trash, but he say some slick ass shit. That's why I like. The flow just ain't there.
At number 8, I put MC Hammer.
Why his list is so
All right.
I made it diverse. I didn't want to make it seem like I'm just attacking all the young rappers. You know?
Right. Today
Gotta-
rappers.
Gotta get something from each generation. You gotta get something new, something.
Yeah.
Man, you
I
gotta
ain't
go,
mad at it.
like a bully to a generation or to a region. You know, you
Right.
gotta mix it all on in. So at number 8, MC Hammer. At number 7, I put D4L.
The whole crew.
Yes.
Shorty
You
Low
was
is that nigga, man. Shorty Low had the streets at one point.
Oh
so-
yes, he was. He was the one that sometimes the group ain't what it was, and somewhat advanced.
Done it all. Shorty Low had him. Wiggling brothers.
You went on to do.
Oh,
You went on to do
they
things.
know.
I'm just talking about the group itself.
Oh.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm talking about the group itself. His solo act, he did his thing. So
Yeah.
I'm talking about the group itself. But you're right though.
Oh, I got paid.
And that's not disrespectful.
Yeah, that is a little blasphemous. Shorty Low, that guy.
I did the group. I was talking
Yeah,
about
this well as the crew.
Oh, okay.
at 6. I put Famous Dex.
Yes.
Mm.
He's
And
at
at my 5, I put Smoke Perp. At 5.
Smoke Perp.
I don't know what that is. So
So you supposed to do your 5 though.
I did it
Yeah,
again.
not-
All right, so I'll restate my 5. I'll go for 5 to 1. Did it again. But now
So you went from 10
to
to
6.
6. Right.
I said that it's my fault. I set the order wrong. I'm supposed to say 20 to 11,
Yeah.
10 to 6, and then
6,
5.
5,
I said it wrong. Started wrong. Bree, where you at?
10 to 6.
at 10, I have Remy Ma.
Remy Ma. I told you, New York niggas ain't gonna rock with that one.
What? All right.
She sucks ass. She's
Yo, keep it a buck. Remy Ma is trash though.
trash.
I've said this before.
She's trash.
She may not make the commercialized music, but
She's
she'll
trash.
definitely go to a Funk Flex or one of these and spit a crazy verse.
Okay, she might do a good 16, 18, but to me, again, a lot of times it's just this ain't good.
That's all she does is 16 and 18 and she sucks.
Nah,
All she do is 16 and 18 on other people's tracks and she sucks.
she's one of the more better female rappers.
I disagree with that.
It ain't many. She's definitely up there in regards to the ladder of female rappers, but she
Our rapping ability alone, she's in the top tier female.
yeah, but she again to me it's like she can rap,
The lie.
but it don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't really like something that's like, oh, that bar was
I
hard.
feel more that she's a little overrated.
I just think Remy Ma is trash. I always thought she was trash.
Me too.
I ain't gonna even lie. I've always thought Remy was trash.
I disagree, but
Basura.
number 9.
Yeah. Pat Poose.
Listen. Oh man, she was.
Hey yo, and that's another one I always thought was trash too. I always thought Pop was trash.
Basura.
Listen,
And for people who think this is Devin's list, it's not.
It's not my
I
list.
came up with this
I don't know.
by myself.
Look,
no,
this
I know you came up with this list, but what I'm saying is, ain't the biggest fan of Papoose, but Papoose could definitely rap.
so it's one of those niggas. It's like with Papoose, it's like Eminem to me, in the sense of no. Listen, I'm saying that I know they can rap.
Mm.
I know they can rap,
Don't listen to
What?
them.
but what I don't listen to them. They rapping style ain't for me. The songs that they put together to me, for the most part, don't be good. But I know they can rap.
Don't be good. Basura.
And to me, your music does play a lot. Just being able to rap is not enough for me to label you a good rapper.
You can be a poet.
No,
and
I understand that, but I think that's just another name where I could probably name 30, 40 names.
Okay.
Under
Yeah.
him. That's what I'm saying. It's 30, I could probably name 30, 40 names that's under him. Okay.
Got it.
Next on your list.
What number you on?
8.
Okay.
Because y'all won't let me go. French Montana.
Ain't the biggest fan of him, but he's someone that's
French make hits, but French is one of those niggas who really can't
Can't
rap
rap.
though. Like, but he knows how to put together, and that's the opposite of Papoose. Whereas he's not a great rapper, but French can say some slick shit and know how to put people together to make a cool song.
But that doesn't make you a rapper. Fucking P. Diddy did that.
No, but I'm saying,
I'm saying,
Fucking,
I'm saying understandable, but
Cali.
again, I think I ain't the biggest fan of his, but that's another name that I'll say is you could probably
you can't read a French Montana song and be like, yo, this shit was fire.
You can't. No.
listen. Yeah, but he has a couple of bangers though. So
No, and I just said the opposite of Papoose, whereas Papoose might have lyrical skill, but Papoose can't really make a song. French can't really rap, but knows how to put together a song.
But that's what makes a rapper to me. You have to know how to put a song
It's
together.
It's the balance.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at it because it's one without the other. Where
Right.
French, I know French can't rap. I know for sure. I don't listen to French for his rapping ability.
Right.
I listen to it because I know he gonna say some slick shit and the song gonna be good overall. But in regards to French rapping, it's like nah.
yeah, bro, you're supposed to be putting off in New York. 3 straight New York rappers in the top 10 is crazy. Like crazy.
Rest in peace, my nigga Chinks too.
Number 7, Post Malone.
That's interesting. Cause like I don't even look at him as a rapper, but that's interesting.
Number 6, Nick Cannon.
Ooh,
Nick Cannon, number
you had
6.
him much higher on your list than I did.
Nick Cannon is definitely top 5. If I had one, Nick Cannon is definitely in my top 5. But again, based on y'all 10 to 6, there's not much blasphemy to me on either side. I actually agree for the most part with these guys, and whackness or rap not being my favorite. So where they fall on the 20, I don't know if they will all be on my 20, but I ain't mad at them being on y'all 20.
Mm-hmm. Go, Johnny.
So I'm restating my 5, so I'm going 5 to 1. 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
I got number 5, Smoke Perp.
Okay.
Number 4,
trash.
number 4, Lil Pump.
Lil Pump is trash.
Reese gave a reaction, but I don't know. At number 3, I put 6ix9ine. And number 3,
He didn't even make it. He's not a rapper. He a troll. Right? He didn't even realize that.
at number 2, I put Lil Twist. At number 2. And then at number 1, I put, even though he only had one song,
Growing Up Hip Hop.
Oh.
but his shit didn't really last. At number 1, I put Slim Jesus.
I forgot about Slim Jesus. I straight forgot about that white boy. He kicked off drill, okay? No, I'm just playing.
He came and went.
Yeah, that ass definitely came and went. Like colonized drill music and disappeared and shit. I'm about to Google that nigga. I'm about to see what Slim Jesus up to.
Well, yep, that's my 5 to 1.
But see, you got your 5 to 1. It's all of the niggas that we know is like trendy trash.
Right.
Oh, trash.
Yeah, they still trash, but it's like, yeah, it's okay. I ain't mad at it.
It's mediocre. Because shit is mediocre.
That's because it's kind of like it's a fail safe with them. We know they weak. Everybody know they weak. Right, Johnny.
Come on. All right, but they still consider they put themselves in the category. You can't. It doesn't shield them from the criticism. You know what I'm trying to say? They're not in a group with the good ones.
You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it like you're not even good enough to be with the weak.
Right.
Oh, that's what you're saying about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, like you're not. It takes a level of goodness to be on the whack list.
It does.
You know what's crazy?
And you're not even good enough to be with the weak people.
You know what's crazy? There's so many other rappers that I could probably substitute out. There's a few names I took off that I still think they should be.
I feel like Johnny always trying to be nice with his list. Every time we do a list, it's like he tries to be nice.
This is not
unless Beyonce. But
John afraid he gonna run into motherfucking
I'm not scared to say Remy Ma and French Montana or what.
He afraid he gonna run into motherfucking what's that nigga that used to be with No Limit? The weak nigga, Slim, the skinny nigga.
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot their name. What I'm saying to you,
Right.
and Papoose and Remy be in the bars. I ain't scared to say they rap.
I don't know, really be running up on bitches, you know what I'm saying?
She's still on parole. All right.
Marie might come up. What you say?
She's still on parole. She ain't gonna do shit.
All right, 5-1.
Now, my number 5 is Tigger.
Oh,
Tig.
okay.
Tiger.
Tiger or Tigger? Like Rap City, the baseball.
Big Tiger or Tiger?
Tiger.
Tiger. She talking Tiger.
Okay, I was confused at first.
I actually used to like Tiger at one
He
point.
got a couple of good songs. He's not someone that he's another artist that or another rapper I'm not listening to hear him rap.
Tiger is like French Montana,
Mm-hmm.
whereas Tiger will come out and put out a hit,
But it ain't.
but you know Tiger ain't gonna be spitting no shit.
Right. It's not like you sitting there thinking like, damn, this is a bar.
Like this nigga went crazy.
Right.
I still is another name I feel like you could probably substitute other
Nope, can't substitute his ass. He belong on the list.
And he definitely better than Nick Cannon, so I will say that.
Right. That's why he's number 5.
No, he's better, so Nick Cannon should be hot and number 5 before Tiger.
All right,
Tiger's
I get
better
that.
than Nick Cannon.
That's right. You're right on that. Number 4, Sweetie.
So Wheatie.
Okay.
Why Johnny looking like that?
I'm not sorry. She has like what? Now, she had a few songs, but you know, like
He had a few hit songs,
She
but
by
she tried
Fila.
though. She asked.
Number 3, Iggy Azalea.
Yes. I ain't mad at that.
okay, you put it at number 3.
At number 2, he ain't gonna like this one. Soldier Boy.
Yeah, you tripping.
I ain't the biggest fan. He almost made my list, like on the list.
Nah, Soldier
Boy.
Soldier Boy a goat.
But he's someone that, like, you know, if you look at it, I guess you want to break down his rap, but he did so many shit off to his rap that he's successful. You know, like he did other things. So
And he's a pioneer in this rap shit.
Oh, here you go. He was the first rapper to get his TV.
He kicked off the YouTube shit. He like the first
yeah, he started on something that evolved and helped other rappers get put on though. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers stole
It may
a
not
lot
be-
of shit that Soldier Boy do.
It does have something to do with rap.
It doesn't. Not with his rapping ability.
Because again, Soldier Boy,
his rapping ability may not be the best, but he still opened the door for a lot of things to be.
and Soldier Boy, like French, has had a lot of hits, and Soldier Boy has had a lot of hits. Whereas, and also adding the pioneer part of it, and a lot of niggas bit Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, man, Soldier Boy the first to do a lot of shit, man. Y'all better stop playing with that boy.
Oh, yeah, no, he definitely did.
I'm gonna say the truth, and the truth may set me free. And number 1, I have Blueface.
Blueface, baby.
Put him at number 1.
Nigga deserves to be number 1.
I ain't mad at that. Blueface is ass.
He is trash.
Although he got one that shadow flow. I love that. That's like one of my
He's
favorite.
still trash.
My favorite Blueface verse.
He's still trash.
His style isn't for everyone, you know.
His style isn't for nobody.
What was that song he had? His song?
Tatiana.
Tatiana. But down Tatiana.
He did the remix.
That song was trash. He is trash. That's my 20.
So overall on the list, blasphemous. Sabrina definitely got a few blasphemous on there.
I don't have nobody who's blasphemous.
The Nick Cannon was blasphemous.
Nick Cannon was blasphemous.
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Soldier Boy was blasphemous.
That's not blasphemous.
I think the Future is kind of blasphemous.
Are we? Because are you talking about numbers? Because I don't know you ever listen to Future.
I ain't saying Future. I'm not even the biggest Future fan, but I'm just talking about overall impact and appeal. Future in this last 20 to 30 years will never be on anybody's list for worst, any credible list for a top 20 worst rapper.
Because he's on 50 worst list.
No, that's why I said credible list. That's what I said.
Now that list had that or other list had.
No, I looked up because I looked up Future's numbers and he's on 8 other people's 50 worst lists.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Any credible list. Credible, meaning people that has a name or
he's
today's hip hop would never put Future there.
okay.
who else? That's about it. Because I actually agree with Ring Ma and Papoose. I don't like either one.
Right.
So I ain't mad at them being on the list. Placement wise, okay, you can play with that, but
Right.
them
I feel
being
like
there, I'm not
Doja
mad.
Cat needs to be there.
Doja Cat, the other blasphemy, yes, blasphemous.
That's not blasphemous.
Doja.
That's not blasphemous.
Doja was blasphemous.
We just wanted to put Doja Cat on a list of words. That's all. That's what we wanted to do.
It'd be a worst actors list, and Sabrina gonna put Doja Cat on there.
No, but like I said, look, music's subjective. We named some names of some people that definitely have fans and whatnot. That
But nobody on Johnny's list was blasphemous.
Not really, because
I don't know.
That's why I said only issue I have with John's list is his top 5 is
He's saying my top 5 was just too easy. Basically, he's saying
fail.
he's saying
His whole list was fail-safe.
That's the only
His
one.
whole list was he just went down the list of people who have one-hit wonders and put them on the list.
no, but I also said one-hit wonders, or I said
one-hit wonders on that shit.
But Bree, who on my list could go to LA Leakers or Fun Flex or wherever they do freestyles at and give a good freestyle on my list?
Nobody, and that's why it's mediocre. You didn't pick anybody that was we already knew they wasn't trash. They were trash. You didn't pick nobody other than what you already know. Everybody knows already.
She said there's no controversy to your list.
Like a whole list of shock value?
It's no controversy to your list, John. You're supposed to throw fucking Nas on your list to the top.
But that would get people talking. I just picked who I felt was bad.
It's not about controversy. I didn't pick my list over controversy. I picked my list according to what I wouldn't listen to.
No, I'm saying.
What people don't play. Do you hear people playing Pat Pooh's music?
Well,
do you hear play Remy Ma music? Do you hear people playing?
But y'all did y'all list different because not only did John take in consideration people commercial success, because a lot of whack niggas do be having commercial success. And a lot of great rappers don't be having hits or having songs that's popular or internationally known. So the record, the sales only can do so much when it comes to where you place when it comes to the GOATs and shit. Now, that's why I said Soulja Boy, again, Soulja Boy is somebody, although ain't the best rapper, he's done so much in hip hop, it's kind of hard to put Soulja Boy on any bad list when it comes to this hip hop shit because he's done so much. But and the only thing I said with John shit is his top 5 was all. It's just you can place them. Of course, they're gonna be in the top 5 because it's just like it's safe to go with those. Everybody else, I'm not mad at. They will be on my top worst list, whether it's top 20 or top 50. They will definitely all be there. But the top 5 to me is just like, yeah. I don't even consider them when I even speak of whack rappers. Even a whack rapper can say something good at one point.
That's
them
true.
niggas is so bad.
Okay, right now,
them niggas are so bad that it's not even worth mentioning them with the whack rapper.
Right now, if you could give us your 5 whack rappers, your 5 worst rappers, who would it be?
5 worst rappers just off the cuff.
Off the cuff.
Eminem.
You fucking talking about me.
No, I'm just playing. I don't like Eminem. I'll just say that I don't like Eminem, but I'll say Blueface, Macklemore.
You boy fucking.
I like the song, but that don't mean. See, that's my point. I can like your song and know you trash.
Crazy.
So terrible. That's 2. Blueface, Macklemore.
Blueface, Macklemore, Nick Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
What's that nigga he used to rap? He a producer now.
Young Berg.
I
forgot his new name. He changed his name to
Hitmaker.
There we go, Hitmaker.
And I'm just again, I'm going off the cuff. I'm pretty sure it's worse people than some of the people that I named. That if I took the time to think about it, yes, I will put more people in front of some of them. Nick Cannon is definitely in my top 5 worst. Blueface is definitely in my top 5 worst. Macklemore might not even be in my top 10 because if I thought about it, I just know he's trash. Them two for sure.
What you gotta do is name one more name because you named Hitmaker, more Nick Cannon.
Off the cuff. Who do I just really think is bad? I don't know. I can't really.
When you really think about it, there's so many names that could be put into this list.
It's a lot of names it's a lot of people I could just spat out, but I don't want to spat out just a name. I could say Hurricane Chris. I could say fucking Baby Blue. All them niggas from that group, them niggas was trash. Baby Blue, what's the other? Spectacular. Oh, ass. These niggas was trash. But where I will put them on a 20, I can't really say, so I'm just throwing out names. But those all bad rappers.
I mean, I was gonna put Gucci Man, but I'm like,
no. See, that's one of those guys who just OJ the Juice Man. Some people would say, but OJ the Juice Man was my nigga at one point.
Gucci Man, OJ the Juice. But I'm not gonna lie, when he first came out,
yo, you can't say when OJ and Gucci was out doing their thing, yo, had the streets going crazy.
No, it did. They had their little moment. Like, well, not
Brick,
Gucci's still going, but
hey, bro, OJ used to have
OJ Juiceman definitely has a little moment. He definitely had his moment. Gucci,
but OJ ain't a great rapper though.
Gucci Man ain't a great rapper though.
Nah, Gucci that nigga.
Okay.
Flocka, another nigga who probably makes somebody's worst list, but Flock the Head.
I like Walker, so he you know what I'm
exactly.
But I like Walker, but I still think I can name people before I could name a bunch of people before I could name him.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I felt about my list. Listen, trust me, there's other rappers. There's rappers I should have put on my list. I'm thinking about it now, like just popping in my head. I'm like, oh well, fuck it. Next time we do something like this. But
so what y'all gonna do with the list? Y'all gonna post these? Is it gonna be on C2?
We could post it. I mean,
yeah, post the list on Culture Capsule. Just say
ASO. Have people rate y'all list. Have them rate it.
Yeah.
Give it a grade. We're gonna have people give it a grade.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Put the list on the Culture Capture page. You can mention our names, but just don't add us. That way we don't get no hate or anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna at y'all too.
They can come see the they can come watch the episode and find that out. You know what I'm trying to say? They can come to the episode and find it out.
I already got fans on ASO, so I don't care.
Oh yeah, we definitely got a fan. I definitely got someone that dislikes me already. So, I already got that. So, but with that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of Another City Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree, and my guy Dev joined the building for this last segment. My man's that special guest today. Not co-host, special guest, and we are out.
All right.